Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Kalachakra Star 59. Now we have crossed the land border from Lithuania and entered Poland. Now let me, by way of introduction, say a few words about Poland in general. The Polish state was founded in the 10th century under Mieszko I of the Piast dynasty, who adopted Christianity in circa 966. This tied Poland to Western Europe and the Catholic Church. In 1386, Poland united with Lithuania through the marriage of Queen Jadwiga and Jogaila. This created one of Europe's largest states, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, known for religious tolerance and an elective monarchy. The Commonwealth thrived culturally, economically, and politically. Famous figures include Copernicus, who formulated the theory of heliocentric universe. Wars with Sweden, Russia, and the Ottoman Empire weakened Poland. By the late 18th century, internal strife and foreign interference led to the partitions of Poland by Russia, Prussia, and Austria. Poland disappeared from the map for 123 years. Poles repeatedly rose up in 1830 and 1863, but failed to regain independence. Polish culture and language were suppressed under foreign rule. After World War I, Poland re-emerged as the Second Polish Republic in 1918 under Józef Pilsudski. Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union invaded in 1939, starting World War II. Poland suffered massive losses, including the Holocaust, where millions of Polish Jews and others were killed. Warsaw, the capital city, was devastated. After the war, Poland became a Soviet satellite as the People's Republic of Poland. Resistance grew, especially through the solidarity movement led by Lech Walesa, which helped topple communism. In 1989, Poland transitioned to democracy. It joined NATO and the European Union. Today, Poland is a democratic republic and one of Central Europe's leading economies.
But we stop here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, come please closer to me because people are in rush, they're going to work. So this is a good place to show you Warsaw. I told you this is the main building. Until the last year it was the tallest building in the city, even in Poland, 237 meters tall. But the record is broken because there's a newer building, and this is the Mr. of Warsaw, even of Poland now. The building, it is an office building, 310 meters high. It is called Warsaw Tower. You can hear Warszawa, Warsaw, Warsaw. Warsaw Tower, 310 meters tall. Just between the Warsaw Tower and us, there is this building, it isn't as high, it's written Warszawa Centralna on it. This is the Warsaw Central Station. The railways, you cannot see the trains because they are under the ground. It's not the subway, I'm talking about the trains, yes. And we are standing above the railways. They are below, in the city of Warsaw, they are below us just for to make the traffic better. World War II. You have to know that Warsaw was madly destroyed, very badly destroyed during World War II. By this, I want to tell you that I war. It was a hotel before war, and after the war ended, the Polish government wanted to cooperate with abroad as soon as possible. So, but all the embassies, they didn't exist anymore. So for a period of time, each chamber of hotel, it was a different embassy. 1989. It sounds quite exotic, communist, but it was a very bad time. Especially no money, no possibilities for travels, and no goods. So there were no shopping malls. There were just so after the communism ended.
We're not going here?
This is for 10, and we need, this is the maximum that we can buy. They are going to be printed, and after that, we need to buy 7 more.
Why are you filming this? Why are you filming? Why are you
Here are some key facts about Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital and largest city of Poland, situated on the banks of Vistula River. Warsaw became Poland's capital in 1596 as the capital was moved from Krakow. Nearly 85% of Warsaw was destroyed during World War II, later rebuilt, including the famous Old Town, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Warsaw is nicknamed as the Phoenix City for its post-war rebirth, and it is among the fastest growing cities in the European Union. Warsaw is known for music, as it is the birthplace of Frédéric Chopin, the legendary composer, musician, and pianist, and Warsaw's airport is named after him.
Around 40 euro. So one on the next stop we get off. So we get off on the next stop. metro?
In India, no, that
Oh, the subway, yes.
subway is called
Yeah.
metro.
Okay, so this is what we say in Polish as well, metro. Yes, metro. You know, of course, you have to be careful always, but maybe you have seen this, that when the tram stopped, all the cars stopped to let people out. But you still need to keep your eyes open in case, yes? Okay.
Now we are in the Royal Baths Park, largest park in Warsaw, spread across 76 hectares. It is named so because in the 17th century there was a bathing pavilion built here for nobleman Stanislaw. In the late 18th century, King Stanislaw August Poniatowski, the last king of Poland, transformed it into his summer residence and cultural center. In this park is located the famous Frederick Chopin Monument, a famous bronze statue of the legendary composer, musician, and pianist Frederick Chopin, created by sculptor Wacław Szymanowski and unveiled in 1926. In the king's time, the park was a hub of Enlightenment ideas, hosting dinners with the philosophers, artists, and politicians. Today, it is a cultural center with concerts, exhibitions, and seasonal events.
Then, we missed someone. Someone stayed in the bus. Okay. Okay. So I think this is a quite comfortable place in the shade. Yes, because you can sit and you can admire the view. So we are in Łazienki Park. It's a huge one. It was one of the biggest parks in the city center, because we are not out of the center, and this park is 76 hectare big. It's so we are not going through it. We stay here in the middle of the park, or even a bit further. There is the royal residence, Palace on Water. It's a tiny one. It's a museum nowadays, but most museums in Europe, especially in Poland, they are closed on Mondays because they have to be open in the weekend. So that's why the museums are closed on Monday. So it's the new Sunday for them. Yes. But there's something else that people admire here, and this is this monument. The monument of Frédéric Chopin. Do you know his music? Because he was a composer of a classic music. He was born a bit more than 200 years ago, here in the neighborhood of Warsaw. His name doesn't sound very much Polish, I know, because it's not Chopinski or not Chopinovich, it is Chopin. His dad was a pure Frenchman, but his dad used to live almost all his life here. He arrived to Poland searching for work, but he found not only a job, but also his biggest love, Justine, mom of Frédéric Chopin. Frédéric Chopin, it was a wonder child because he played several instruments already when he was 3 or 4 years old. And he composed his first Polonaise. It is quite difficult theme to play, but he composed it when he was 7. He couldn't write down his notes, so he played, and his dad, he made the notations. I didn't tell you yet that he was born in the 19th century, but you already know that Poland didn't exist. It was partitioned, but it still exists in the people's heart. People kept talk Polish language, speak Polish language, which was forbidden. We prayed in our own language, what was very important, and we taught the kids the history of Poland. So Frédéric Chopin, he grew up in a very patriotic family. When he was 20, he decided to make a tournée through Europe because he was a musician. He wanted to earn some money. So he traveled to Vienna, the capital of Austria, and just very short time after that he arrived there, he got a letter from his parents that Polish people, that the Warsawians are fighting, that the uprising against Russians takes place here, because there were some uprisings against the Russians or Germans because we fought for our freedom. Frédéric Chopin, he wanted to get back, but he was always very weak. He was even as a child, he was very often sick, so he decided not to return to Warsaw. He said, I will come back when Poland is free. But he supported people who were fighting here with the music, because all the mazurkas, the polonaises, it was the music with a very Polish sound, and it gave people hope for the future and power to fight against the Russians and Germans. He moved to Paris, to the country of his death. He lived there, he earned some money, he composed there, he gave some concerts which he disliked because he didn't like crowds. He liked to play for smaller groups, and he waited until Poland is liberated, and he waited, and it never happened when he was still alive because he died very young. He wasn't even 40 years old when he died.
This is the Palace of Culture and Science building in Warsaw, which is a super iconic landmark. It is located in central Warsaw, Poland. This massive building was constructed between 1952 and 1955 during the Soviet regime. Originally named after Joseph Stalin, the dedication was revoked during de-Stalinization. The Palace of Culture and Science stands at 237 meters tall, making it the second tallest building in Poland. There is an observation deck at the 30th floor offering panoramic view of Warsaw city. Here is a modern statue of the Warsaw Mermaid, the legendary symbol of the city, usually depicted with a sword and shield. The mermaid is an important emblem of Warsaw, appearing on its coat of arms.
If the lift stops on the 12th or the 15th floor, don't go out. Go straight to the 30th floor. 30. You know, I go with the first lift and I wait for you next to the lift. If I'm not there, don't go out. Okay?
Chyba niżej powinniście wysiąść. Niżej? Tak. Ale to już idźcie, to już idźcie. Ale nie, bo my
total is 2,137 meters high, tall, the building, yes, and this is almost tallest building, but I will show you the highest one. City. You can see it in the distance. It looks like a green field, almost on the horizon of the city. But it is the airport. You will start tomorrow back home. Even the building, the Warsaw Tower, the tallest building at the moment, with this funny antenna, this is an office building. But only this that we call a sale. This is an apartment building, very expensive one, because 1 square meter costs almost the same amount of money like a whole apartment in the suburbs of Warsaw. There is a swimming pool, even here on the roof. There is a cinema inside. It's like a hotel. There's a lobby. But you know, Polish people, they complain that they cannot open the windows. We like fresh air, you know, and there's only airco inside. It's AC, so people say, oh, I wouldn't live here because I cannot open the window. Not that I can't afford it, yes. This is the shopping center to the left, the Golden Terraces. It is called like that because the street here, just in front of us, it is called the Golden Street, Złota, yes, the Golden Street. And the flat roof to the left, this is the roof of the railway station. This is the central railway station, but moving towards west, so we're looking in front of us, you can see the triangles, yes, the triangles, such a funny roofs, yes. So this is this railway station west. So there's one more east on the other side of the city center.
This is the building where our tour guide lives. This is the building, right? This is the building.
This below one.
This is the building.
No, this is the here,
Okay.
Come here. Come. Pozdrowienia z Warszawy. Should I repeat it? It was a Jewish ghetto from here until north. And in 1943 there was an uprising of Jewish nation against the Nazis. It wasn't lucky for the Jews, and what did the Nazis do after the end of the uprising? They entered each house after house, they burned it down, and later they blew it up. And it was the regular work, house after house, street after street. So at the end of 1943, there was one huge desert of stones. And 1 year later, there was an uprising of the civilian uprising of the inhabitants of Warsaw. Also unlucky for Poles, and it happened as same. That's why everything what you hear had to be reconstructed after war.
Thank you.